Now, come on. Come on. Do you see this? Did you see this baby? And I don't even know the appropriate way to do an intro here. But when you talk about Mace Windu, Anakin from Attack of the Clones, Padme, figures, look, Santa's coming to town. Obviously, the Hot Toys wizard has come to town. And look, is there even more? Is it possible that there's even more? Wizard, are you there?
I'm listening.
Wizard, when is Bespin Han going to be released?
Here's what I found.
Wizard, you're the best.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Oh, baby, baby, baby. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. And welcome everybody to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at 6 Scale Cantina, soon to be Aries Cantina. Please go ahead and smash that like button. I so do very much appreciate your support. And while you're at it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you so much for your support. I am speechless, my friends. And yes, I guess we all knew the tease of the year with the battle droid Mace Windu in that prototype picture back from May 4th. But still some of us questioned if Hot Toys would come through. If they would live up to their promises. If they would deliver. And boy, oh boy, sure as heck, they are. It has been a year, an absolute year, where Hot Toys has come to bat and has answered all of the questions in regards to their future plans with Star Wars. And if you're a Star Wars fan, there may not be a better time to be a Star Wars fan and collect Hot Toys than right now. We needed the Lando, we got the Lando. We needed a 3PO, we got the 3PO. We needed a Padme, and we needed a Mace. Are you kidding me? Oh. Wave 2, Phase 2, whatever it's going to be. And look, when they put this up, they're calling it the Phase 2 collectibles. And wow, I mean, just look at that on the screen, coming right out without even showing another picture of him, Mace Windu Anakin Skywalker, Padme Amidala, Super Battle Droid, another wave of thrills. Again, Hot Toys living up to their promises. It's hard to wipe the smile off my face, but man, oh man, oh man, Hot Toys is 100% putting any doubts to rest as to how far they're willing to go with this Star Wars collection. And I can tell you, from my perspective, I can now feel confident that I can call Hot Toys a toy line that is a complete collection. Even though there's a lot of beloved characters and other figures that I want. If you're going to give me Sam Jackson, and you're going to give me Natalie Portman, and you gave me Billy D. Williams, and you gave me C-3PO Anthony Daniels, okay, there you go. We're still missing Oscar Isaac, yes. We're still missing a couple of other key pieces, yes. But I for sure, needed the big ones from the prequels, and certainly Billy D. Williams. And they have delivered. And it is absolute magic what they have done here. And I couldn't be more over the moon, more full of holiday cheer than I am right now. Cheers to you, no matter where you dwell on planet Earth. What a day, what a week, what a time for Star Wars, and certainly Star Wars Hot Toys. Cheers. And the direction with this intro, talking about this, I don't even know, but sharing my joy with you, quite honestly. We have some other topics to get into. And certainly one of the things that Hot Toys is doing is they are delivering upon their promises with these figures. Do you think N1 Starfighter is going to come now? I do. And I think it's going to be in direct correlation with the Mandalorian Season 3, whether prior, in the beginning, in the middle, or afterwards. I would buckle up for that. They went through way too much hoopla to be like, hey, they're not doing it. And you have to wonder, is it possible that they are done hearing the chatter that they're not going to do it, that they're not going to deliver, that they're this, that they're that? And one call out after another, they continue to answer and answer and answer and answer. I have to give props to Howard Chan and this company. They are really, I believe, just doing the best job that I could even imagine. Coming out of COVID-19 and in the midst of this economic crisis, it is absolutely unbelievable. But now, remember, I broke some news because they work on these toys for quite a bit. They don't just whip these up like you're going ahead and making your pumpkin bread for your holiday party. Remember, I broke the news from the Hot Toys Wizard, from Hayden Christensen himself, telling the Hot Toys Wizard that they're not working on just one, not just two, but a few Star Wars Hot Toys of his likeness. And here you go. Yet another one again. And I don't think that they're done. Because we certainly did not receive yet the Hayden Christensen full head sculpt as Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series. As a matter of fact, I believe you're getting 2 more from those. Not only the dark side Anakin, which will probably be dubbed Darth Vader, because it's just another layer, A, to separate it from the exclusive that was released. B, because it's technically Darth Vader. I don't know what dark side Anakin really is. 2, certainly the one where he just, in the back of the tank, takes off the full helmet, then comes out, puts on the full helmet on. You got the Emperor, a hologram. The Hot Toys loves to put these out with thrones, chairs. I believe that that is absolutely 100% forthcoming. There's a couple more for you. There's all your Hayden Christensen's coming out. I know some of us thought, and it crossed my mind as well, that maybe he was talking about the Clone Wars Anakin, but he said all new, not ones that were already on pre-order. So obviously we could eliminate that one out. There is a few coming out. Hayden was absolutely correct. With this Padme Amidala, oh my goodness. Rest assured, how you have received a new Hope Leia, a Hoth Leia, a Bespin Leia, an Endor Leia, what is that again? The Last Jedi Leia. You are going to get Padme after Padme, after Amidala, after Amidala, after Amidala, so on, so forth, and so on. I've talked about this in some shows earlier this year, that once they release this figure, go ahead and buckle up for a swarm of likeness of Natalie Portman, and even more than Princess Leia, even more. It's the outfits that she wore with Queen Amidala all throughout the prequels. Are you kidding me? And on top of that, lower production numbers, more announcements, more 2.0s, 3.0s, 4.0s, 5.0s, so on and so forth, for sure. Which brings me to the next beautiful thing here. Because I think it's better for us collectors, and I think it's better for Hot Toys, and I think it's better for the Hot Toys collecting community in general, for these collectibles in general. If you have a collection in general. Lower production numbers, more announcements, all of these figures will be more and more rare. Because they just will not be putting out large production numbers of these figures in any way, shape, or form. And as cool as these are, and they're cool, baby, they are not going to invest tens of thousands of volume of this Padme from Attack of the Clones like they do with the Mandalorian. They're just not. As cool as she is, it's going to get its buzz. She's going to sell pretty cool like the Cad Bane did. And then she's going to go down the list after the initial buzz is over. And then she's going to maintain and she's going to sell a lot. And then it's going to get, quote unquote, exhausted. Just like most of the other figures. And that means most of the people that are going to pre-order this will pre-order it after a certain amount of weeks. Then it's going to linger. And then eventually, many, many weeks later, it will linger all the way down at the bottom of the list. And that's it. They're not going to bank on 4, 5, 10,000 more sitting in a warehouse of either one of these figures so that next year we could all have a jolly buy one and get one at 50% off seemingly every other week. Every other week. If this continues, we might as well never, and I mean never because I sure as heck wouldn't, ever buy at retail price again. Why? All I gotta do, besides believe, all I gotta do is just wait for buy one, get one. I'm not gonna rush. For what? I'm gonna waste thousands dollars on these figures because I can't wait? No! Most people won't anyway. Well then, why are they not going to do one buy one, get one off every other week next year over and over and over again, Aries? Because there's not going to be any stock to be able to facilitate those kind of offers again and again and again. And we're not even done until the end of 2022. I really believe anyway when it comes to these discounts. Very limited runs. You're going to get Padme after Padme after Padme. And where is the wizard? Hasn't been wrong yet. The Dark Jedi has been wrong, but the wizard hasn't. Cheers. Goodness gracious. With this stuff, it's almost like I'm live pre-recording this, my friends. Not going to be a whole lot of any one of these, whether it's Mace, whether it's Anakin, whether it's the Super Battle Droid, whether it's Padme, whether they throw out something you're not expecting, like Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones. Is it possible that Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones is also going to come? And I say, yes. Maybe not with this wave. Maybe with this wave. Probably not because they didn't list them. But it's absolutely coming. Absolutely. And even if we go into next year, oh, it's 2023, Aries, it's done. Can't get a reissue of Yoda in this packaging. Can't. Can't get a reissue of Count Dooku, maybe coming with a speeder bike in that packaging. You can't. Aries can't get, well, sure you can. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. And I think what's happening here is they're not rushing. They're not rushing to get this out before the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day of this year. They're not waiting for that. This is not the reason for that. Is it possible that the reason for this is to end this year on a bang, to let you remember 2022 in Star Wars Hot Toys history? And I say, yes. Now, once these start coming out, and I've predicted this for a bunch of shows over the last few months. Go back and watch them if you don't know what I'm going to say. Wouldn't it be really ironic if once Wave 2 starts getting announced, you start seeing low stock warnings on the Wave 1 figures? You know, the figures you could only put 2 or 3 in a cart on, mostly. The figures that are all the way down at the bottom of the list with the blurg. You know, figures like 3PO, those troopers and the battle droid. R2's pretty low as well. And there will be a mad rush for this wave. And make no mistake about it, even Mace, it will absolutely, in my view, get a low stock warning before it gets released. I don't care if it's Mace. I don't care if it's Padme. I don't care if it's Darth Vader. I don't care if it's Cad Bane. Any clone trooper, any regular trooper, any figure you could dream of. In this economy, listen closely, in this economy, I don't believe that there is a chance that they are going to stock up. These will get up on pre-order. They will be up, like I'm saying. They will get exhausted. They will come down. After a certain amount of months of being down and exhausting it full, you get a low stock warning, and those that were on the fence in a bad economy anyway will pre-order this figure, and then once it's done, it's done. And then you've really double exhausted it. And in this economy, where you can't even get rid of some borderline grail figures in the secondary market, and you have to buy one to get one, Captain Rex is not enough. This version of Boba Fett is not enough. This thing is not enough. Lando is not enough. This is not enough. That is not enough. In an economy like that, where you have to give it away, there's not a chance, in my view, that they stock up, because there's no clear line of sight as to when this economy goes in a different direction, which we're all looking for up. No line of sight. And you have to wonder, even once it goes up, and there's so much more expendable income for you, for me, for new collectors coming in, is it possible that Hot Toys has discovered an undiscovered country, or a rediscovered country, of a pre-order only model where they can make way more money themselves and their official distributors? And I say yes. Again. And you got to look at this realistically, even though you're hyped about it and I'm hyped about it. Once Padme is exhausted for months, and then gets a low stock warning, and gets further exhausted, after all of that, would you rather have an extra 10,000 of her in this economy sitting in stock? Or would you place a larger bet on a Queen Amidala or a different version of her coming up on pre-order, that they would sell thousands of those really, really quickly than sitting on these? And that is the answer to this question. More 2.0s, less production, lower supply, higher demand. In all ways, this benefits all the companies, mostly, that are official. In all ways. Always. But I got to keep selling. They used to take an extra 5,000, an extra 3,000, an extra 7,000. Well, just keep giving me 2.0s, and we'll keep buying an extra 3,000, an extra 5,000, an extra 10,000, so on and so forth. Why do you think you got an arena suit Boba Fett? Why did they decide to do 3,000 of the arena suit Boba Fett, then order 3,000 more of Boba Fett on the throne? Why? Why did they decide to do an arena suit Boba Fett, then do that? Why didn't they just make another 3,000 of the 2-pack Boba Fett? They already over-ordered. They're done over-ordering. Different 2.0s is where you're going. But Aries, I'm not going to buy. I didn't buy that arena suit Boba Fett. Well, no kidding. I didn't buy it either. But 3,000 people did, and now it's going upwards of $500 and rising within the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys. They only need to make anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand, upwards of 5,000 or 6,000 on any release. That's all they ever have to do from now on and forever. That's all they have to do. And yes, they will. You will be getting a General Lando Calrissian with the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Absolutely 100%. You heard it here. They're just going to make probably 5 times as less as what they did, or more, with the 40th anniversary for Empire Strikes Back. They are going to reuse and reuse and reuse these molds until it's exhausted. But they haven't sold out of that one yet, Aries. Yeah, you're right. They will eventually. They're right, but I can't pass up on General Lando. And a few thousand collectors in the Star Wars Hot Toys community would not be able to pass up on a Return of the Jedi, Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian. Hot Toys knows it. Star Wars knows it. I know it. You know it. So they're going to make a few thousand of them, but that's it. That is it. Probably a little bit right around where Arena Suit Boba Fett is, and that is it. Is it possible that that's all they're going to make of this Padme? Very possible. Is it possible that's all they're going to make of this Anakin? Very, very possible. The Super Battle Droid? Absolutely. Some of the other figures? Absolutely. It's going to be somewhere around there, give or take a few thousand. I'm not quite sure. It's just not going to be enough to put in stock, which is why you're getting the low stock warnings and why they're going on wait list, because they are done. Just like that KX Enforcer droid is done. Don't worry about it, though. They'll put out the same darn thing with K2SO again. Which, by the way, is starting to climb back into the 500s in the secondary market oh so magically, now that both of the figures are not available. Because low supply equals high demand. I'm just so excited with this, boys and girls. Hot Toys delivering on their promises. So if there were any questions at all, if they're going to come out with the fifth brother and the fourth sister, any questions at all. And as we go ahead and go to 6scalecantina.com, and if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has all your latest information on everything Star Wars Hot Toys, including the very latest episode of 6 Scale Raw, which I do apologize, I missed you this past Monday, but the one from the week before, The Dark Side of Collecting, what an epic show that was. I couldn't get to you here. A show from this past weekend, a market chart show, but you're getting one now. The Dark Jedi comes out of hiding when it comes out to news, such as this, baby. But you will be getting 6 Scale Raw this Monday, December 12th, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. I will be live. And you will be getting another market chart show this coming weekend, as you usually do. Wait for it. Wait for it. And it will come. But, wow. I mean, just, and look at this right here. Look at this right here. I'm going to blow it up. This was an Insider's Extra I just did over the last couple weeks. Last week and a half, actually. And look what I put up on the banner. And let me blow it up so you can see it a little bit on the screen. Wizardry? I think so. And what do I have up on here, as you can see? Well, you can see that I have up below my picture here, I already had Anakin up from the Attack of the Clones. I already had Padme up from the Attack of the Clones. And there's your fifth brother, and there is your fourth sister. And if there's any question at all, I don't even know if they're going to do them. Take the questions out of your mind. They're going to do them. They're going to do the fifth brother. They're going to do the fourth sister. They're going to do, quite possibly, anything that you could imagine that you could sell 300 to 1,500 pieces of. Can you sell 300 to 1,500 Bail Organas? Ask yourself the question. Can you sell 300 to 1,500 Jar Jar Binks? Can you sell 300 to 1,500 General Veers? And yes, they're making head sculpts for Kate Bishop. They're making head sculpts for Keanu Reeves. They're making head sculpts for Peacemaker, for this figure, for that figure, where they're just not making a whole lot. Are they going to come out with different variations? You bet your arse they're going to. Different variations will go to a few hundred people, 1,000 people here and there every single day of the week. Even if I don't buy it, you don't buy it, Susie doesn't buy it, Johnny doesn't buy it, Joe doesn't buy it. Because Susie, Johnny, Joe, me, and you will buy something else. That's just how it goes. When you put out 10,000, though, that gamble is over. Of sitting in stock, that's over. Doesn't matter if it's Darth Vader. Doesn't matter if it's the Emperor. Doesn't matter if it's Luke Skywalker. That party's over. General Veers? Captain Nita? Can't see a Captain Nita for the anniversary of Return of the Jedi next year? I can. You wouldn't buy it? I'd buy it. I'd buy it. start putting your Admiral Akbar. Start putting your thinking caps on for the 40th anniversary of the Return of the Jedi. And let your imagination run wild. Because is it possible? And I say yes. And I'm talking about real possibilities. Real possibilities. And one of the reasons I've had some foresight as to these figures coming out, and so many figures coming out, was because you had to look into the current economy, the current market, and the current state of culture of Star Wars and that license that Hot Toy owns. And ask yourself, are they going to deep dive into this like they did with Marvel? And there's your answer, which is why you're getting these type of figures, which is why you're going to get anything you could imagine from the Mandalorian. Greef Karga, Peli, shoo-ins. Absolutely, she's coming. Amy Sedaris. Absolutely, Carl Weathers. He's coming. You're questioning about, what's his name there? Mayfield? Don't question it anymore. He's coming. Frog Lady? It's coming. Max Rebo Band? It's coming. You already just got that Grogu set for what, 150 whatever dollars. You don't think you're going to get a Max Rebo Band? Anything that you can imagine, they're going to do. Why? Because they're doing a deep dive into Star Wars, and they're proving it right here. Start thinking forward to the 20th anniversary. Get ready for a party of Revenge of the Sith. You doubt a General Grievous will ever happen? I think it's a safe bet that you will see Grievous, who hangs a lot out at table 3 here at 6 Scale Cantina, Aries Cantina, for that anniversary. An Emperor from that anniversary, possibly with or separately with a Senator Palpatine from the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Quite possibly with so many other figures that are going to be coming out for that anniversary. And a 2.0. Get ready for it now. Let's talk about 2.0s. You're going to get a Mace Windu again? Not much of a difference, but still some differences from Attack of the Clones to Revenge of the Sith. Yes, you are. Probably going to get a battle damage version of Mace Windu with the Revenge of the Sith. Wouldn't that be frickin' dandy? They're already planning. They are already planning their 2.0 and 3.0 of Sam Jackson for Star Wars. With this release, make no mistakes about it. They're already planning their 3.0 and 8.0s of Queen Amidala, trust me, with this. Are they completely done with Anakin? No. Again, we all know that you're coming out with your other dark side Anakin again. You're going to have more Darth Vaders again. There's going to be a lot of Darth Vaders up. And for new collectors that are coming in that missed out on this Padme, or missed out on this Mace, or missed out on this Anakin, or missed out on that Darth Vader, or missed out on that version of the Mando, or missed out on that version of C-3PO, or missed out on this version of this one, or missed out on this version of that one, they'll be able to get the next version, and the version after that over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over, and over again. But yeah, foresight, confidence, wizard's crystal ball, whatever you want to call it. Hot Toys simply could not, and this is a great reason. If you ever wanted to become a Cantina Insider, I talk about a lot of stuff like this and a lot of stuff that transpires before it even comes out. You just may want to consider doing so. It is a fun channel where we have just a lot of fun, put out little insider exclusive shows like this. Like you see here, Dark Sisters below there, everything in yellow here. My 2-pack Boba Fett unboxing. There's so much. I'm looking for my box of other Hot Toys I haven't opened yet. We got more unboxings coming out. You got pleather cracking, climate control tips, all kinds of cool stuff here. If you become an insider, all you have to do is just click on that little join button, see everything that it comes with. If you think you could benefit from it, go to 6scalecantina.com. Look at some of these banners as well. And if you still think you could benefit from it, go ahead and join the channel. Much appreciate your support. But that's kind of some of the stuff that you get. And if you would have been an insider and you would have watched that, you would have absolutely known that this was going to be coming before the end of the year. Hot Toys wants to put an exclamation point on 2022, which is absolutely why they tease you with this. Are we completely done before the new year? Are we not going to get the fifth brother, the fourth sister, the Bespin Han? Oh no, don't think the Bespin Han's coming. Maybe it's coming April 13th of 2023. We're going to have to keep an eye on all of this. We're going to have to keep waiting to hear from the Hot Toys Wizard. Make sure that you stay tuned to the channel, 6 Scale Cantina, Aries Cantina. Make sure that you continue to get served up on whatever table you're at. I will be live on Monday, December 12th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Get ready for 6 Scale Raw. There will be this weekend, sometime December 10th, December 11th, whatever, you will see a brand new market chart show. You got 2 shows coming at you here after this one over the next several days from the Dark Jedi. One pre-recorded, my market chart show, one live from Monday. But also I got to share this with you onto the screen, which I think you're absolutely going to love. And let me go ahead and put this here. And here's a little sneak peek for you. Once again coming here in 2022, Christmas Eve Live with Aries. Aries Live, a very, very special 10 a.m. Eastern on Christmas Eve. Once again, we will be talking about the Star Wars Figure of the Year countdown. I will count down the top Star Wars figures of 2022 all the way to my number one. You don't want to miss that. You're also going to get my 2023 predictions for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Feel free to bring your predictions as well. There's also going to be a giveaways, new Hot Toys Wizard interruptions. Book this on your calendars. I'm going to be putting this up very, 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 very early. Special guest to Mandalorian, special guests Grogu. You absolutely don't want to miss it for sure. You see here, you got your off-world Jawa eggnog right on the screen, right above my head there. Take a look at that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. Again, book it on your calendars. 10 a.m. Eastern, Christmas Eve. Hopefully some guests will be popping in and popping out. And, yeah. So you got that upcoming. You got 6 Scale Raw the 12th. You got a market chart show this weekend. And I got a lot of stuff to go over with you. There is some breaking news. Historic news in the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys. I'm not going to belabor this show with it. You're going to have to wait this weekend. There really is. Hot Toys value. Do I have some thoughts on that? And can you take what's going on in this current economy and absolutely be able to kind of pinpoint where it is? You can. You absolutely can. And what about more analysis on upcoming low stock warnings, soon to be wait lists, and this new wave for Hot Toys, this pre-order model? I have a whole lot to dive into. You don't want to miss it. Anyway, for now, I don't always buy coffee out. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, are you following me on social media? Are you following me on Instagram? Are you following me on Facebook? Links are in the video description below. Facebook group is almost at 1,000 members. You want to jump in over there. So much the latest news on the channel also goes up on there, okay? Instagram, I put up all kinds of good things on there when I can. You want to follow 6 Scale Cantina, Aries Cantina on there as well. Make sure you check out the social media. And don't forget to smash the like button, right, baby? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. May your holiday season be full of cheer and full of dreams that are going to come true, such as what you're seeing on the screen. What a historic time, and I do mean historic, for Star Wars Hot Toys. Stay thirsty, my friends.